Customer reviews are essential for any Amazon seller looking to build trust and credibility with potential buyers, but getting reviews while also being TOS, Terms of Service compliant, can be really challenging. In this video, we explore 5 effective strategies for getting more reviews on Amazon while staying within the platform's guidelines by using the Seller Board tool. If you want to try Seller Board for yourself, check the link below and the special offer in the description.
Hello, Alex. I'm really happy to have you here on OrangeClick channel today to talk about how Amazon sellers are able to request reviews from their customers and increase their review velocity. But before we go into that, could you first introduce yourself and also let us know how Seller Board is helping Amazon sellers?
Sure. Hello, Lisette. Thank you once again for the invitation. Really happy to be here. My name is Alex. I'm the head of marketing here at Seller Board, and Seller Board is a profit analytic software that helps Amazon sellers know their numbers, understand how their profits are actually calculated, considering all fees, all costs, and make data-driven decisions.
And in addition to those tools, you also have a couple of additional tools. One is called Autoresponder, which will help Amazon sellers to communicate with their buyers. But I won't tell all of the details myself right now. I rather give you the stage and you can share your screen and we can see how the tool works and how Amazon sellers should communicate with their buyers to get more reviews.
Sure. First of all, I want to touch the topic of reviews and why it is important to have reviews on your listings. First of all, it gives you that social credibility, and if you have a product that has 100 sales and no reviews, and you have a product that has 100 sales and it has some reviews, at least 5 or 10 or even more, then 10 out of 10 times the customer will choose to buy the product that has that social credibility, has reviews, a rating, because people tend to trust each other rather than the seller. And on top of that, especially if the seller is new to the customer. So an important thing here to mention is the fact that Amazon has a very strict TOS regarding the generation of reviews, because Amazon, as you know, is customer-centered. He always tries to protect the customer from unwanted communication and from ways in which Amazon sellers can manipulate the results of the reviews and can somehow affect their ratings. So there are numerous ways to generate organic reviews and stay TOS compliant. And I'm going to talk about some of them, some of the strategies that you can use to really get these reviews. Let's jump right in. First of all, I want to talk about the very basic functionality of Amazon Seller Central account, and it is the request review button that you have in your order details. So you can do this for every order that you have, and in order to access this panel and this button, you just need to go to Orders, Past Orders, and find the order ID that you want to generate the review for, and find this button, Request Review. And when you do that, the customer will receive an email with a standard layout from Amazon, and this email will basically say, hey, how did you like the product? Please go to Amazon and rate the item. This is 100 TOS compliant. It's basically the incorporated functionality of Amazon, but the problem with this approach is that if you do this for each order and you do it for every order that you have during the day, it's basically a full-time job if you have a lot of orders. So it's very time consuming, but it is a way. So you can start with that. If you're just starting out and you don't have so many orders, then you probably can use this approach. It's the first one, the easiest, and the basic that you need to know. So moving on from that, Another strategy that you can use is by adding a thank you card to every order, to every box that you send out to the customer. Why is that really working? Because you in this way create an emotional connection with your customer, so he can understand that it's really a human being behind this sale, and he's buying from a human being, from a family. And if you create that emotional connection, if you manage to do that by creating a thank you card that will say, hey, thank you for making the purchase, it means a lot to us, then you will most likely get the person to go to your listing, leave a review for the product, and also it is 100% TOS compliant. You are not trying to manipulate in any way the decision, the review, but it's very important for you to ask for an honest review rather than saying, please rate us 5 stars, please leave a 5-star review. You cannot do that. I do not recommend doing that, because then you go out of the TOS, and Amazon might do something about your listings or even your account, and you don't want that. So there are a few tips. Actually, the thank you cards are something that you can easily order on Fiverr. It doesn't cost much. You can spend as little as $5 just to get a card done. They designed by someone. It can be customized with your branding on it, with a message. And another important tip here: try to create a personal message that speaks directly from you, directly to the certain customer, so the person on the other side will understand that he's really buying from a real person. So these thank you cards work real well. And another tip that you can use with the thank you cards is adding your socials to the thank you card. So you can create a message on the thank you card saying, please tag us on social and we'll send you a secret discount code. So and leave the link to your socials, or maybe even create a QR code and place it on the back of the card. Why is that important? Because if a customer will tag you, create content, for example, take a picture of the product and tag your business in his post, then you will get the user-generated content that you can use in the future to show your customers that you have reviews, that customers are really buying your product, and this will work to your benefit. It's first of all this, then you create that direct connection with the customer, and you can start a dialogue, you can start a conversation and ask him about, hey, how did you like the product? And even ask him to go to Amazon and leave an honest review. Once again, not a 5-star review, but an honest review. And just hope that if your product is really good, then you will get a good review for it. And this is also a good way to, as I said before, to collect that user-generated content, which you can use on your socials. You will additionally get traffic to your social account, because once the customer that bought your product tagged your business, then you can expect that some part of his followers might go to your account and check out your products and any communication that you do on your social accounts. So this is a really nice win-win situation. Another strategy, or maybe tip, that I would give you is to check out the Amazon Vine program. It is a program that it's meant for starting Amazon sellers, especially, that really need to get their new products in front of customers. And the way it works, you enroll in the program. It has a fee. It's at the time of this recording, it's probably about $100, because the price of the program went up and down. And you can give away free products to customers that will test them and leave their reviews. But there's a very important thing here to mention, that you should probably enroll in this program only if you are 100% sure about the quality of your products, about the fact that it solves a problem, that it has that differentiation, it has good branding on it, and the overall quality and impression that the customer gets is good. Because if it's not, then these customers that are testing out the products will probably be brutal and leave you a negative reviews that you don't want to do this. So you can get up to 30 reviews in a span of 30 days. If you want to try it out, you can go to the advertising tab in your Amazon Seller Central account, access Vine, search for the particular ASIN that you want to select to give away. And another important thing is the fact that it all really depends on how much your product costs. So if you have a product that costs $100 or more, then probably you don't want to give too many products away, because it's an investment, and it all depends on what your final goal is. But if you have a product that's about $20 to $30 to $40, and you can give some of those products for testing, and that's a good investment that in the long run will really help you get more sales, because you have these reviews. So yeah, there's certain conditions for the Amazon Vine program, and you need to take them into account. So first of all, as I said before, there's a fee for enrolling, and you can register up to 30 ASINs. Another important requirement is the fact that you need to be brand registered. If you're not, you probably should do that. You need to have fewer than 30 reviews on your product detail page. As I said before, this program is meant mostly for the sellers and the products that are new to the market. You need to have a viable FBA offer. It's for FBA only, not for FBM. So you need to take that into account. It has to be not an adult product. It has to be new for the Vine program and not be previously launched in the Vine program. You need to have it in the inventory, obviously, and also you need to have an image and a description for the product. So these things are pretty basic, but overall the Amazon Vine program is worth checking out. So I strongly advise to see if it fits your needs, and you can really, just kick off your reviews for new products with the program. And one final strategy that you can apply, you can use an automation tool like Sellerboard, or maybe search the market for other software. What do the automation tools do for you? Most of the tools use the integrated Amazon review request functionality. So the work of the automation tools, and including Sellerboard, is 100% TOS compliant, because it only takes away the routine work that you need to do of requesting reviews and pressing that button for every order that you have. And with Sellerboard, you can, first of all, customize your messages or use the standard templates if you want to keep the things simple. Otherwise, you can create your own layout. You can create a custom message. You can also target specific audiences. Maybe you want to filter out the customers that already left reviews, the customers that, for example, bought the products from a specific market, or you want to do some other targeting. You can do that with Sellerboard. You can see always the performance on the campaigns, how many emails were sent out, and in what time period, how many reviews did you get from these campaigns, from the emails that you sent out. You can avoid unwanted emails. That means that you can create blacklists and include customers that, for example, left negative reviews in the past, or that specifically asked you not to contact them. You can add them to the blacklist. And when you will set up campaigns for particular products, Sellerboard will exclude these customers, so they will not be bothered. And one last but not least important thing that you can do, you can include bonus content to your emails that are sent through these campaigns. For example, if you have some instructions, if you have additional information like, if you're selling, let's say, for example, if you're selling some kitchenware, I don't know, something you can use for cooking, maybe you can include a book of recipes to your email. So this is something additional, something that you can give away to the customers, just, to incentivize them a bit. But it's also 100% compliant because you are not actually asking them to leave a positive review, which is prohibited by Amazon. So let me jump really quick to the Sellerboard dashboard and show you how the campaigns are being set up. This is the overall campaigns view. And in Sellerboard, you can create review request campaigns for particular products. It's really simple. You just create a new campaign, give it a name. You can change the status either to active, then the campaign will work on automatic, or on test. Then you will first receive notifications about what emails will be sent next, and then you will confirm that they actually need to be sent out. And then you have your targeting options, and you can select whether you want to do it for all the products, or you can do it for selected products. And you can use the standard template, as I said before, or create a custom one. So when you create a custom template, let's say, first of all, I'm going to use the sending options. I want to select how many days should pass before I will send out the email with the review request. And also I can specify the time, and I can exclude the refunded orders, because it's important that people that actually had a negative experience with your product and refunded the product don't get these emails, because they can go back and leave a negative review for the product. So the campaign setup is really simple, just a few clicks. And after you have your campaign set up, you will see all of the performance right here in the main view. You will see which campaigns are active, which ones were stopped, how many emails you did send out today or in the last 30 days. Then you can jump to the products tab, and in the products tab, you can create nicknames for your products. So in the emails that you send out, the name of the product will be more, let's say, human, not optimized for SEO as it usually is in the listing, but rather it will have a name that the customer will understand and can relate to. So the last thing is the fact that you have in the order tab, you have information about all your orders that you had and which are included in the campaigns that are set up right now. So for example, I see the number of the order, I see the marketplace, the products that are included in the order, and I also see the current status of the current order and whether an email will be sent out or not. So yeah, this is basically the main functionality. Using Sellerboard's autoresponder, you can set up the campaigns in just a few minutes, send out emails on autopilot, and not have to do the manual work. This is basically everything I wanted to cover with the Sellerboard autoresponder function for now.
Okay, thank you so much for introducing different ways how Amazon sellers are able to request reviews from their customers. And I think it's probably worth putting in use all of the different strategies you mentioned, because I think the number of reviews sellers usually get per hundreds orders is something like 1 or 2. So it's probably worth using all of them. Or what do you think?
Sure, of course. If you use all of the strategies, then one of them will work for sure for you. And just remember that the reviews are a number game. So the more reviews you have, the better for you. So I advise you to try all of them out and get more reviews.
And you said it's important to follow Amazon rules and their terms of service. What are kind of the main violations you have seen that Amazon sellers have done? Let's say something regarding to the copy of their emails they send out, where Amazon is saying like, "Hey, you can't do like this. We're like restricting your ability to contact customers further."
Yeah, so there are several main no's for requesting reviews. First of all is not to give away free products, which is ironic because the Vine program from Amazon is basically the same thing, but you can't do it by yourself. You need to do it through Amazon. This is one thing. The other thing is that you cannot ask directly for a 5-star review. This is also a no. And the third major no is that you should not divert traffic from Amazon, should not send it elsewhere to get reviews.
So it's important that sellers are constantly reviewing what rules Amazon sets up to be sure that they are following everything that Amazon asks sellers to do or how to behave, basically. And I had also one question regarding requesting reviews manually versus using a tool. So did I understand correctly that basically the main difference is how much time to actually spend on requesting reviews? So if you do it manually, you have a lot of orders, you just spend a lot of time, which you could actually use somewhere else where it would make more sense. And when you use a tool, it's basically automatic. You are able to set a couple of additional filters to make sure that the emails will go to the customers who are most willing to probably leave a good review.
Yes, you're right. First of all, it's you save time. So you can focus on other more important stuff and you take out, the manual work. Second important thing that you have the targeting options and you can leave out the customers that are not okay to contact. So this is very important because they might give you negative reviews and you don't want that. And one last but important thing is the fact that you can customize your emails. So first of all, you can customize the templates. Come up with your personalized messaging or maybe include a picture. And one more important thing that you can add files to it. So it's a PDF file with additional valuable information or instructions, or something that's related to the product might in a way incentivize or give additional value to the customer. So he will be more open to leaving a positive review. So it's also a good way. Rather than just clicking on the review request button and having the same template as everyone else sent out. But we strongly advise to test out different strategies. For some sellers, even the basic functionality of Amazon works, and it works better because customers tend to trust communication that comes in the Amazon format. So when you see an email that looks like Amazon and it's actually from Amazon and the contents of it, it's 100% Amazon, that you will trust it and you will probably have will be more willing to go and leave a review because it's different. For every customer, it's a different situation.
Okay, that's actually a very good insight for testing. So yeah, sellers, test those things out, and you're always welcome to come back to this video and also let us know in the comments, like what have been your results, like what works the best for you. So before we go for today, could you once more give us an overview of the different main tools Seller Board offers for Amazon sellers, and also let us know what's the best way to learn more about it.
Sure. So as I said in the beginning of the video, Seller Board is a profit analytics software. Our main focus is data accuracy. So we try to give you the most accurate numbers and calculations that you can get in a very easy to read live dashboard. So you can always access this information, make data-driven decisions, and kind of plan out what you're going to do in your business, knowing what the numbers are and not just by guessing. And additionally to that, we offer a lot of automation tools to make your life as an Amazon seller a little bit easier. Put some processes like the review request automation on autopilot because there's a lot of work as an Amazon seller. And probably you need to create more time for yourself to make some decisions, to analyze, to invest in growing your business rather than requesting reviews, clicking buttons, using PPC bid changes manually and doing it all day. You don't want to do that. So we offer the autoresponder for review requests, the PPC dashboard that gives you a clear understanding of how well you're performing with your PPC campaigns, give you some automation tools for the bids, for the keywords. You can set your targets, PPC targets, and reach them. You can filter out underperforming keywords and, also work with keyword harvesting and stuff like that. And more, of course, we have the inventory feature that helps you take care of your inventory. Another time-consuming process that actually is 100% easier on automation tools. And besides that, we have the alerts feature that will help you stay on top of things that happen inside your Amazon business. Send out emails each time something important occurs. You will just set out, first of all, the rules and the events that you care about, and Sellerboard will send out the alerts for you. And the money back feature. So the last thing, but not least, some of the money that you might get from Amazon, we can help you get it back. This is basically it. And what I wanted to stress probably is the fact that you need to try it out. We have 2 months free. And the best way to learn about it, as Lisette asked before, first of all, follow the Orange Click channel, analyze the content on it, and you can also go to the Sellerboard YouTube channel, check out the podcast there. We'll be glad to have you as a follower.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So thanks again for joining me and for sharing your knowledge about how Amazon sellers could better communicate with their customers and also get more reviews. And I hope I see you soon again.
Thank you so much for the invitation again, Lisette. See you soon.
If you would like to try Sellerboard for your Amazon business, check the link below in the description, and also hit the like and subscribe buttons to see more content like this from us, from Orange Click, and also leave a comment in the comment section below if you have additional questions. And now I recommend you to watch this video where you will learn how Sellerboard can help you to run your Amazon FBA business more efficiently. So check this out.